Hi guys, welcome back to yet another video. My name is Martin. I'm filming this in my storage unit tonight. Yeah, tonight. It's just turned 6 o'clock on a Tuesday night, and I thought I'd come down and show off some books. Usually what I do is I show off 4 books and I end on a key issue. However, what I'm going to be showing off is Avengers books. I was going to say Avenger books, but yeah, Avengers books. And I've got 5 books here, and it does end on a key. But what I wanted to show off 5 books for were because I got this idea about what is the greatest Avengers era, and it's really interesting. I find it interesting that the Avengers is a team that's a very generational team, and it all depends on when you started reading Marvel comics and particularly Avengers comics. They seem to like the Avengers books that you read as a kid or as a teenager seem to be where you have the most reverence for the team. So there's a lot of people that are saying like, oh, the current book is trash, or this era is trash, or the '90s. It's all trash. It's all trash. But no, it's not. It's just generational. It's like saying this generation of comedians is the greatest comedians. Well, yes and no, because again, it's generational, and something that someone found funny in the '60s, someone from the '90s might not necessarily find that funny because there's a different rhythm to it, and there's a different social context, and I've been rabbiting on. But what I will show off is the first issue that I wanted to show off. It's Avengers issue 16. It's from the Jason Aaron run, and yeah, this era did get a lot of criticism. I did read his first issue. It wasn't for me, so I put it aside. It's easy for me to do with the Avengers, because I know that if I don't enjoy it now, I can possibly enjoy it in the future. And when I found out the Blade was going to be in the book, I said, okay, that's interesting. That's something that I can get behind. So I want to see the reason why Blade has joined the team, and so that's yeah. Uh, Look, I forgot what I was going to say, to be honest. But I just find I found it interesting that Blade was in the book, and I gave it a go. I didn't stick with it. Um, I found that this era had Justin Aaron's run had a lot of ideas thrown against the wall, and not a lot of them stuck. But he gave it a fair go to try and make it a fun book. So I'll give him that. The next one I want to show off is Secret Avengers issue 1, and this is by Ed Brubaker and Mike Deodato. And this is before Mike Deodato's artwork became less sequential and more like line art, less action packed. So he was a good fit for this series, and Ed Brubaker, whenever he's writing a superhero book, I'm always interested. But I did enjoy the Captain era for Steve Rogers, and when we had Moon Knight back, so we're ticking some boxes here. We had Beast back, so this was just a really interesting lineup, and I did enjoy the aspect somewhat of where they would have Avengers come back for these secret missions. I found that an interesting concept. So yeah, there's this era, which is just before the Jason Aaron run, but then we have the the leather jacket era, which again cops a lot of criticism. So this is Avengers 357. It's the Aussie variant. If you want to have a bit of a look, it says AUS there, the Aussie variant, and let's see. We've got the Black Knight. We've got the White Vision, Cersei, Black Widow, Hercules, Crystal, and they've all got leather jackets, and it's all action packed, family drama, full on action. as much as this era gets criticized, I did enjoy it, but I enjoyed it after the fact. It wasn't something that I was picking up on your regular. So I am going back. Excuse me. I'm going back and filling in the run. Um, and I have to say, it's been a fun experience for the most part. Some issues were a little bit, a little bit iffy, but then there were some issues that would really wow me. And yeah, there we go. Now, this this came out. This next issue came out when I was reading the book. It's the Disassembled Era by uh, uh, Brian Michael Bendis. Sorry, I blanked on the name, even though it's written right there, Bendis. And this is issue 501, and yeah, this is when the mansion explodes. I think it's the Vision. He also dies. She Hulk goes crazy, and the team just go, okay, we're wiping the slate clean. We're going to start afresh. And from this era, we had Captain America, we had Wolverine, we had Spider Man. So a really great lineup. Uh, I just feel as if Bendis didn't stick with it, and uh, it became more of a talking heads era rather than something that could be action packed and fun and flow. It just all felt like everyone was snarky and um, but visually it was fantastic. It just I think that Bendis isn't really an action-packed writer. He doesn't really write for action. He writes for the joke. He writes for the quip. He writes for the drama. And if that's the story you're going for, then that's perfect. But for a book like the Avengers, you need the story to flow. But that being said, really nice artwork. Um, Now, before I get on to the key issue for this video, I will say that I am reading the Jed MacKay era, which is now up to like issue 15, I think. And yeah, there's some channels, some YouTube channels that like to hang some dirt on Jed MacKay. I don't think it's very warranted. I'm enjoying the book. I think Jed actually likes the Avengers, and he wants to tell some really interesting stories, but have it as a flowing, action-packed arc. So I would recommend finding the book, going to your local comic book shop, finding the book if you can, picking it up and seeing if it's for you. If it's not for you, then that's cool too, because not everything is it for everyone. But this is the key issue I wanted to show off. Avengers #1 from February 1998. So it's the heroes return era, and everyone returns to the Avengers. And as you can see, George Perez just knocking it out of the park again and again. For my money, this is the best. Now, I will preface this by saying that Kurt Busiek's writing isn't for everyone, in that it can be very wordy, and Kurt Busiek is very chronologically minded, so that kind of at times can hamper the story in terms of in terms of flow. Sorry, in terms of flow, but there's some really great stories that came out of this era, and yeah, just check out how many people are on here. I think there was like a record. This is the most Avengers on one cover, and I will also say that Kurt Busiek was in Melbourne when this book came out. This issue had come out, and the second issue had come out, and Kurt was in the city, and I was told to come in and bring these in and get him to sign them. This was a busy period for Kurt Busiek because he was doing the Avengers, he was doing Iron Man, and he was doing the Thunderbolts. And this is when the Thunderbolts first started, and again, in my for my money, this was a golden period for Marvel. It's something I wish they would get back to, where the story dictates where everything goes, and we just have some fun. But yeah, I'll commend George Perez every day of the week. This artwork is just incredible. I absolutely love it, and that's why it is the key issue for this video. But I will put it to the viewers. What is your favorite Avengers era? Please put that in the comments down below. Please let me know what you think. Please like and subscribe if you wish to. I would really appreciate it. Thanks for sticking with me, and I'll catch you in the next one.